welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I am going to paint a little acrylic painting. I did the drawing in advance, and what it's supposed to look like is a girl looking into a pool full of fish, or koi, hopefully. Anyway, this is heavily edited because it did take a long time to paint around each one of these fish, so yeah, it does jump a little bit. Hopefully you won't mind, so that we can get all the way through this. And I think it is about 20 minutes long. So you can also, hit that gear up at the top and speed it up even more if you would like. But I've never really done reflections, and water and that kind of stuff is something that I find hard. But I wanted to give it a try, so this first layer of paint of the blue is just intended. It is mixed, some blue and some white to get the shade I wanted, but it is intended to be like a flat color, not a lot of variance and depth. I mean, you can see a little bit of variety, but it's not intended to be a ton. And I'm just going around all the little fish I drew. I did edit out the drawing part because that would have made it even longer. So while I'm painting the water still, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all safe and healthy, and things are going well for you now. There's a few people in my house that are sick. But hopefully it's just colds. It's that time of year where we get colds a lot here. So, all right. So now I'm doing the girl, and I was thinking it needed to be bluish because it's a reflection from the water, right? So I do paint her blue to begin with. I think I add a little bit of actual skin tone later. Because I decided she didn't need to look like a blue alien. But yeah, like I was saying, I have a few people that are sick here, but we're pretty sure it's just colds. And hopefully they don't get me sick, because I don't want to be sick. Lightening it up a little bit. Felt like it was too dark. So this is one of my paintings for my 52 paintings for the year. I'm not sure what number I'm on yet. I know I'm behind, but I'm probably a little over halfway done. I know it's over half through the year. I've only got a few months left. Oh. Still with the blue. Oh, getting her neck painted. There's a little fishtail there. Alright, so now we're going to start on the fish, and of course I've got to have one orange goldfish at least. Actually, did we see the picture in the beginning? I'm sure there's more than one. And again, I'm just filling in kind of a flat color, and then I'll add shading afterwards. At least that's the plan. Alright, so now I've added a few more colors to the fish, and I'm adding spots because koi have spots, right? So doing a few white spots, and I think I do a few brown spots. I don't know, that one fish I was trying to make it look different. And so now I'm just going in with a little bit of darker color and giving them a little bit of dimension. Hopefully they look rounder. Oh yes, there's the brown spots. Do they look like koi? Or some other kind of fish, I guess. Doesn't have to be koi, it's just the idea, right? My goal with doing 52 paintings is to practice my acrylic painting to hopefully improve. Hopefully it's getting better, getting more control over the brush. I don't know. So now I'm going to start on the girl, and I think I'm doing that with the Stabilo All pencil, just because I can add, I think I add matte medium, which will make it permanent, but if you wet the Stabilo All, it will bleed. Yep, Stabilo All has a little swan on the back. And blend and create shading, which I love the way it does that. It works best with a water, but I am using matte medium so that it will be permanent, so that what I do on top of this will work and it won't smear, hopefully. The downside is if you accidentally smear the Stabilo in the wrong way, then you have this permanent black smear, so you have to be careful or be prepared to paint over it with your, like me with my blue, a light blue color. I'm just doing the same thing with the hair. And matte Stabilo with the matte medium. Create variations in shading. I think I do end up going over the hair with some brown paint, but for now. And these are my hands. I actually took a picture of my hand so I would have it in the right pose, and so it's supposed to be foreshortened because it's pointing down at the water, and that was really hard to get it to look like a real hand. And I think I do get that, especially the non-reflection part of the hand. I do paint it a flesh color. so that it's not blue and gray. Or gray, because I haven't done any blue on that. Sorry if you hear the dogs barking. I think that's my nephew's dog, and he just thinks he has to bark at every single thing. He'll run from one side of the yard to the other side of the yard barking. It's a crazy dog. Alright, I did go over the hand a few times to try and make it look a little bit better. I don't know if that was just not filmed or if I edited that out. It was unintentional if I did. Now I'm giving her a little bit better skin color. Because even though she's reflecting, her color's reflecting in the water too, so... Still adding more skin color. Still has kind of a bluish cast, I think, which works for being underwater or water reflection, right? I didn't do any of the distortions, you know, like for ripples in the water, because I'm lucky I can get a face off, let alone one distorted by ripples in the water. I'll give her some blue eyes. I like blue eyes. Okay, so this is the part, it took a lot of courage to just start doing this, because all that work, and now I'm going to draw over the top of it. And so these are the ripples in the water. That one got too thick, I think, so I was like trying to fix it. Okay, now this part, this is blue paint and glazing medium to create the shadows in the ripples. So you've got the highlight edges and then the shadows, the deep part so that they look more rounded. Does that make sense? Hopefully. And that took courage too. I'm like, I could just leave it with the white lines. But I actually like how this turns out. You'll have to give me your opinion. What do you think? How do you paint ripples? I've never had a lesson on ripples. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. I've got a flaw there. Gotta fix. It's so hard to paint right over her face. Oops, I accidentally went over my thumb. So I do that. I fix the highlights a little bit. And I think I add eyes to all the fish because I didn't do that beforehand. Now I'm gonna give the fishy some eyes. I think they need eyeballs. Oh, on shading. I think I give her white highlights in her eyes. I hope I do. Guess I'm fixing my fish aren't done. This is gray Faber-Castell artist brush pen. So I'm just doing that to create more shading to make them look a little bit more dimensional again. And so you can see the fin on top, which kind of disappears. Few touch-ups here and there. There we go. I give her a little spark. Well, I hope you liked that. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and thank you all for watching.